Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going to go through this box of scraps. I call it a disaster. I'm hoping in the end it will be delightful. I'm going to be sorting them by size. Not on camera because that would be extremely tedious, but I will show you the end results when I'm done. My thoughts are to sort them by types. Like if something can be big enough to make a base out of, this could be like a journal card, I'll put that in one pile. This could be a base of a tag. If it's just something that can get thrown on as a decoration, that'll go in one box. Stuff like that, so like small, medium, large. I mean, I've got some huge things. This could be folded into a base to be put into bases. So I'm going to go through and sort them so that I have more of a handle on what I have in this, because I have, as you can see, just a ton of stuff. So come back at the in about 2 seconds for you and probably about 2 days for me, and see how this ends up being sorted. All right, I'm back. I've emptied it. It was a couple seconds for you, about an hour for me, hour and a half at the most. But within that hour and a half, I also played and made some stuff. So I'm going to show you what I accomplished, and then I think we'll make some fun stuff. Okay, so that is the empty box. And here is the finished product. So the bottom layer is base cards, bigger ones. Turn it this way so I can see. Bigger ones. They were just thicker, cardstocky kind of things that I could make journal cards from, etc. These are some medium, smaller ones, some just cut-offs, etc. like that. So that's the base one. The next one, can't grab it, there we go. The next one is scraps that are bigger, but not heavy to make bases, but probably could, if I back them with something, I could make some sort of journal card, but they were bigger ones for that. And then the next one is smaller scraps, things that you would tear apart, put on as accent pieces. I had a lot of cut-offs that I've made master boards from, etc. The next bin, which is one of the things we're going to play with today, is my strips. These were all things that were an inch, inch and a half wide and long to make strips. I have a lot of those. I really did not realize how much. I mean, that's hard to tell, but it's pretty thick. There's a lot. So we're going to play with those, see if I can, get rid of them. Just kidding. Get rid of about 4 of them. And then last but not least, and I put in a littler one, is tiny scraps. Ones that I, probably could have thrown away, but, have fun with. So I put in something that closes, so if this flips out, they're not as big to get. So we're going to play with the tiny scraps and the strips. I'll put those aside, and I'm going to move these to the side. I also found in there a Tim Holtz stamp. I found a cluster, and there was something else I found in there. I think I might have thrown it away. I forgot what it was. I thought there was a third thing in there that I was like, oh, I can't believe that's in there. Yeah, I'm not sure what it was, but okay. So what I've made so far is I went through and I made some strips with clusters, made some strips into clusters, and then I took the strips into clusters and added them to bases. So I took my strips and my little pieces. I found some accent pieces, and then I went and found a base I could use to put it on. So it made it quite simple to do. So let me get these to the side. Now what made them even more simpler is I ended up stapling them together to make the strips. I have pulled out of my stash to add some fun stuff. I've got my fabric labels that I've stamped a while ago. I've got some tickets, some Tim Holtz tickets that are just regular cardboard, kind of like I hadn't used them in a while. And I've got some stamp tags that I hadn't used either that I thought would be good for these to make little clusters from. And I've also pulled out my source of these PET squares that have lots of little accent stickers on there, just to add a little bit of fun to it. So basically I pull out stuff I haven't used in a while, since I'm sorting through and going through stuff that I haven't been able to go through. So that's my story. All right, put these aside and we'll just make a few. So all I did basically was pull out some stuff that I thought could work, different sizes. Those are probably about the same size. We don't want to do that. That could be fun. There's a tiny one. Let's start with those three. And then we'll see if we can pull out. Okay, it shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be that hard to open. There we go. Put this on the side here. All right, pull out something that's a little bit more. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, now I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to go through to fuss with. I didn't really want to tear the sides because they're tiny strips, so I didn't do that, but I am tearing some bottoms. I didn't ink everything. I did ink some stuff. And let's see, I think I'm going to tear the sides on this one, only because there was a bit of white there anyway. And this is a little thicker, but I think I will tear the top and the bottom just to, okay. All right, so all I did on these was get a little elbow room here, Mr. Bucket. Okay, all I did for these was layer them at a bit of an angle, just so you can like see a sneak peek of everything, and staple them. I have got my little tiny stapler here. Had a bigger one that would work, but that's all I did. Make sure I got all 4 layers together. If it was a little bit bigger, I could go ahead and staple it in 2 spots, but not necessary on all of them. I'm not going to glue them down. What I am going to do is I'll glue, and to hide the staple, that's where I'm going to put some sort of tag or something. So let's see what we got here. You're kind of cool, but you're a little big. That was randomly in there. I got some stuff in here that I haven't seen in ages. This side up. All right, I'm going to do that, and go ahead and cut the ends off. All right, so I'm going to glue that down, but then I want to put something on top of it, and that's where my stickers are going to come in. And boy, I see right there, oh, it's a little big. Just a little big, but I like the coloring. Oh, that's pretty. Let's go with that. I'm going to get rid of one of my sheets. Just looking for something to maybe go on top of it on the bottom. But it's not necessary. Okay. All right, let's just go with that, and I am going to glue it down. And there we go. Cute. All right, I really would think I want to do something with this one. So let's see if I can design it backwards, as they say, to have something work into it. All right, so some strips. Oh, you're nice and big, but a little shorter, so we need something a little bit taller. That could be fun, but I need something like that. Oops. I think I'm liking that. This almost looks like it was stamped on there, but it's part of the music page. Okay. All right. Get stay. All right. Probably be a lot faster if I didn't ink. Okay. All right. Put you back there. Now, some of these I did 3 layers, some I did 4. It's just really kind of goes by the feel of it. What you're liking, what you're not liking. All right, I'm thinking this is a little long. And I think it's okay, but I got rid of all the music notes. But I could do it like that. Okay. All right, let's do that. And we're going to staple. And it's a little longer, so I think I'm going to staple it in 2 spots. And we'll go ahead and glue that right there. Okay. And then we'll see if we got some sort of label to put on there. I'm going to hold on to that and see if there's something there. I do like that because it's teal down there. Okay, I'll put you up there. The little postcard. Yep. Okay. I covered up the music notes, but what are you going to do? Nothing. Okay, I like it. All right, so so we see how we do the clusters, but because of my organizing that I'm so happy that I did, I'm just going to show how easy it is to then make these bigger. All right, so we're going to put those to the side, and we're going to see if we can find 2 bases that these would go on. That could probably work there. And that could work there. Okay, beautifully. So we got the 2 bases. Now we just want to find some sort of item that could go in between these 2 layers. Ripped out. You might be a little too matchy-matchy. Oops, upside down. I kind of like that. All right. You're still too matchy-matchy. So many to choose from. All right, don't pick too many. Just pick a couple. Okay, we'll stop looking. Okay, I definitely like this one. And I'm gonna get rid of this white edge. All right, so it's gonna be about there. Okay, now for this, it's pretty sturdy. Right now I'm not gonna back it just for time-wise, but I am gonna corner around it. And then since it's bigger, what is this, about 4.5? I'm gonna make a journal card out of it. All right, I guess it goes strawberries. Yeah, they go that way. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and glue this down. And we'll glue that down. I'm going to use my art glitter glue on this, and I'm just going to try to get all the edges, a little extra where the staple is, and plop it down. And then if I'm not liking how they're sticking up, we can always go back and glue the top layers down, but I don't totally mind them all not being fully down. I think it has a little bit of a texture to it. So there we go. I like it. All right, so this one. So this one is also going to be a journal card. Now I could always make these clusters and have them go this way and just put, you know, the pictures or whatever facing the right way if I wanted to make them as a pocket. Just flip the pictures around or something, but all right, I think I strangely like that. Why? I'm not sure, but I do. I just need to snip this, snip that end off. Okay, we're going to glue that down, but I think I'm going to still add something else on top of there. Just to divide out the background a little bit, something right in there. And wish it was going that way. Okay, let's do that. I think I am gonna ink it up a little though. It's a little bit on the white side. Just want a little bit more on the grunge side. Yeah, I like that. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And glue that there. And we'll glue this. So you can see how easy it is to be able to make these things when you are a little bit more organized. I'll take it for somebody who was not organized with these until about an hour and a half ago. But I am loving the fact that I can go through these piles now and be able to make these so rather quickly. Very fun. Okay, I had those other two. So let's see if we can make a couple journal cards for these, because that would be fun with that. And actually, that would be fun with that. So let's see what we can do for these. Okay. Now, a base for this one. I have to cut that down one more little bit. Ooh, okay, I'm liking that. All right, so you are about 4 1/4, 2, 4 1/2. Yeah, 4 1/2. So I think I'm gonna cut this down just a little bit. Make it to about 4. We'll put that in the strip pile. That's what's nice too, is when you make, if I remember, and I gotta tell myself that when I'm doing a project and I've got pieces left over, is to go straight to sorting them and putting them in the right box going forward, instead of just what I used to do was take them and dump them under my table into that big box, because that's what I would do. Just drop them down in there, and it was quite painful to have to go through that. All right, I think I maybe want to add this. I think we'll throw that in there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have that tuck out, so I'm just gonna add a quick piece to that so that I know it's tucking out. Okay, and let's glue these two down. Well, I hope this gives you inspiration to maybe go through and sort some of your scraps to actually be able to use them. The other thing I was going to say, when I was going through those scraps, I saw some of them that I remember using way in the beginning of my channel. Like was making some of my first journals. I remember some of those papers. Like this was from a masterboard from way in the beginning that I made. So there are some scraps in there that were oldies but goodies, as they say. Oh yeah, cute. All right, let's glue that down. So it was kind of nice to go through it too, because it also, it brought the stuff on the bottom and kind of moved it to the top of the surface, because, you know, I worked from my top down. So the stuff on the bottom ended up in the top of my piles, if you know what I mean. So they, like I said, that was probably at the bottom of my box, but it ended up being at the top of my box, so it ended up getting used. Okay. Just glue that down. Now I can always go back and glue something extra later if I go to put it in a pocket and something's sticking out, but I like that. Yeah, I do. And it never would have gotten done if I didn't sort my piles. Very cool. Okay, so let's do this last one. Now this is definitely way too big. So I think I might cut it right about there because that looks like its own card anyway. This was probably a Tim Holtz paper would be my guess. Let's do it this way. All right, so that's what, 3.5. That looks like a good size. Let's do that. All right, so you could still be a tag. So I'm going to put it back in my bases because I still think that would work. All right, now I don't think I want the big rounder. I think I want my fun punch, my butt punch. Yeah. I don't know, for some reason this punch looks musical to me. I don't know why. I don't know if it just reminds me of like arches you'd see at a concert hall or something. I don't know. It just, maybe I'm weird. Okay. Now, so I didn't like this on there, but now I need something a little bit to define it. And this no longer, that I no longer like. So let's go back to my medium scrap pile and see what I can find. I think I'm getting too matchy on that. But then I get unmatchy and I get a little scared. Ooh, that's purple. Don't want that. You're a little small. Yep, still too matchy. I might not need that background. Sometimes you can't tell if you want something until you rip it down. I really should be using my tear ruler. It'd probably be a little easier than trying to do it with my fingers, but you know, I don't mind that. I think we're to go with that. Okay. All right. Okay, let's glue this down. I decided to cover most of the music notes up on this because since they were supposed to be going this way, it kind of bothered me a little bit. So I'm just kind of leaving it as a hint in the grunge in the background instead of being a focal point. I think I left my glue open too long. There we go. Right. Yeah, I like there's kind of pink in that background, pink in that flower, the purple. So this square thing really kind of, I think, goes with it well. Let's stick that on there. Okay, I like it. In the end, it worked. Well, I'm quite happy about this project. I was not sure. I know my goal this morning was to sort my stuff, but to end up making a whole bunch of stuff was not on necessarily on my radar. So I am quite happy with this. Let me go ahead and show you up close what we ended up finishing. Make sure I have them all here. But we got quite a few done. So, all right. So the last one we did with the Mona Lisa. It might be hard to see, but I got, like it says, letter dispatch. It's got a, what do you call it, ferry boat steam engine on there. Yeah, I like that a lot. And then this one I did off camera. It's a blue one. It's got the fabric label and a sticker, a little place you could actually write some stuff. And this one, I also did off camera. Pinks and greens, very fun. I probably should have to put something on the back, but there's a place to write, and I could cover that if I felt like it. And then this one came out very nice, I think, with the blues and the greens. Very cool. This could go in my green journal. I love it. And this one I think actually came out pretty cool. I like how that green is down there and the orange is tied together. Very unexpected. Could throw something on the back for this also. And this one, this is a sweet one. Probably could go on my pink journal with the pink gingham, some flowers, a little bit of gold shimmering through, some looks like strawberries on a bush, but very fun. All right, well, that is going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, a thumbs up would be really, really lovely to see. And that's going to be it. So thanks so much. And as usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.